Hello my friends, this is a 4-part video of a project where I will be painting this rose with a background in watercolor. I'm Marla and I invite you to follow along as I paint, and perhaps you'll be inspired to try out the techniques and the workflow that you see here for yourself. So let's get on with the project. We're going to start with part 1. So the first thing that we have to do is choose our colors, and I'm working from the palette that I just showed you, and I'm going to just keep mixing and testing out the colors on this little swatch of paper, and the paper is the same paper, Arches 140 cool press, that I'm going to be painting the rose on. That's fairly pretty, but I need it a little bit darker. And the color is okay, but I do need it a little bit darker. I've just added some carmine. Now we're ready to start painting the first layer. And for the small areas, I'm going to paint wet on dry. Now you can see the color here clearly, but as it dries it's going to get much lighter. And in fact, later on as we put the other layers on, it's going to look almost white. Nice neat edges. So I'm not doing any shading at this point at all. I'm just getting a base down of the lightest color in the reference photo. And this is another small area, so I'm going to do this wet on dry. Excuse me. So while those areas dry, I'm going to move over here . And basically I'm going to be working petal by petal by petal. Now this is a much larger area, so I am going to wet it first. So I'm carefully painting within the lines with clear water. So you can see the sheen on the papers. It's nice and wet, and my brush is charged with the color, and I'm just going to smooth it on. Stay as close as I can to the lines, keep it nice and neat. Dip, get a little bit more color. And we do the same thing over here at the top. It's small area, but still I think I like the smoothness of the wet on wet better, so we're going to keep working like that. There you go. Get some color in, blend it, nice and smooth. And I'll move down here so that the previous area has a chance to dry. Excuse me again. Something is in my throat this morning. And the reason that I'm doing it area by area or petal by petal is so that I will get a little bit of a line along the edges where it dries, which will help to define the area. So now it's all done. And you can see the pencil marks for the shading and the different areas underneath showing quite clearly. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the next layer, and I'm going to be painting in the darker colors, the shading, contouring. So let's head over to part 2 in the series. See you there.